There is a question which has puzzled me for quite a while. And that is, why do our PowerPoints look the way they look?
I hate this. Avoid excessive bullet pointing, only key points, too many bullet points, and your key messages will not stand out. In fact, the term bullet point comes from people firing guns at annoying presenters.
If you got more than one message, the chance is big that they will be focusing on this one and not that one, or that one and this, not this one. Just make it simple for human beings. Have one message per slide. We are extremely limited to understanding more.
There's some things I hate about PowerPoint, and I figure it's kind of my duty to point them out. So here we go. Here's common PowerPoint mistakes. Number one, people tend to put every word they are going to say on their PowerPoint slides. Although this eliminates the need to memorize your talk, ultimately this makes your slides crowded, wordy, and boring. You will lose your audience's attention before you even reach the bottom of your first slide. Please don't do that anymore, please.
What are we doing to ourselves? Do you know that today and today alone, 25 million people did what you all are doing, experiencing death by PowerPoint. 25 million people every single day. I want you to imagine a different world.
What steps can we take? And I wanted to share with you 4 steps to really make a good presentation. All right? Now, in order to help you remember these steps, I wanted to think of a word which would help people remember these steps. So I said to myself, okay, so where can the word come from? So I took the phrase death by PowerPoint, and I thought to myself, okay, what's the opposite of death? It's life. So exactly, so I said to myself, right, life by PowerPoint.
So I'm going to show you a diagram, and I'm going to warn you, it's very complex. And if you're taking notes, don't strain your wrist or anything. It's complicated, it's taken years to develop, but it's worth at least seeing. So here's the diagram. Okay, it's very simple. Okay? This is a presentation. This is a presentation at its core, because what is a presentation? But it's taking your audience from one place to another. It's taking them from that red square to the green square.
And then a mentor comes along and helps them move from their ordinary world into a special world. And that's the role of the presenter, is to be the mentor. You're not Luke Skywalker, you're Yoda. You're the one that actually helps the audience move from one thing and into your new special idea. And that's the power of story.
We need to think about the audience that we're speaking to. And to me, the way to approach it is the opposite the way most people do. Most of us think about, here's what I want to say, or here's what I need to say. I would suggest that's exactly wrong. You need to think about, what does my audience need to hear?
I want to make one thing clear here, and that is that the amount of slides in your PowerPoint has never been the problem. It is the amount of objects per slide which has been the problem.
Bad color schemes, not good. Clashing background and font colors can lead to distraction, confusion, headache, nausea, vomiting, and loss of bladder control.
And that is that the majority of companies on this earth today, they persist in having white backgrounds in PowerPoint. Look at that. Oh, it's bright, it's shiny. Could you tell me who has the highest contrast, me or the screen? Well, the screen. Who is usually the biggest, me or the screen? Well, the screen. So the only option I have is dress myself up in signaling colors and jump around on stage in order to balance that problem out. Now, that is obviously not a good corporate strategy in the long term, would it be? I think the long-term strategy is to just switch it around. PowerPoint is not supposed to have white backgrounds. If I do this, your eyes relax. You focus on me. I'm the biggest object. I'm the most contrast-rich object.
Number 6, use big graphics and big fonts. This is the key to pitching. Just do this, and you'll be better than 90% of the people using PowerPoint. I'll show you a great Steve Jobs slide. This is Steve Jobs slide at its best. Huge windows logo. Huge logo. iTunes, 150-point font. The best Windows app ever written.
How many messages are you supposed to have per slide? One. Very good. I think you were looking for a different word there. What can we use to steer focus? Yes, and another one. Well done. What should we avoid using if speaking at the same time? Beautiful. And what should we strive? What kind of background should we have? We should have dark. And finally, now you can say it. How many objects per slide? 6. That is magnificent. Thank you very much.